Hello, welcome to the Health In Show, an affiliate program of Homeopathy World Community. You've come to the right place to tune in and participate with your comments and questions. Love is the greatest healer of all, but sometimes, in order to change our emotions, we must take action in other spheres of our lives. We speak with experts in alternative and complementary health fields and hope you will benefit in some small or great way. Remember, you are wherever your thoughts are. Make sure your thoughts are where you want to be.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome. My name is Marilyn Shannon, and this is the Health In Show, and we're so happy to have you join us today. Just to let you know, I'm here in our studio along with Amnon in Raleigh, North Carolina, and we have a phenomenal show in store. So just so you know, you can call in anytime at 919-819-9773. Excuse me. Oh, sorry. 919-8. Oh, my God. How long have I been doing that? 919-518-9773. I think I've been saying that as long as my own phone number. I can't remember. Anyway, and Computers 2K Voice, that would bring you in on Skype. And also we have a very wonderful chat going on. Please join us there. Just put your name under our video, and we'd love to hear from you. Comment, ask questions, whatever you desire. So let me go ahead and introduce Kavitha to you today. Hey, Kavitha.
Hi, Marilyn. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you, Marilyn.
Good.
So, hello, everyone, and welcome to Health In Show. This is Kavitha Gopinath, President and CEO of Homeopathy World Community. These Health In Shows are for educational purpose. I always thank Amnon for helping us with these Health In Shows. Today is November 12th, 2019, and in this Health In Show, we have Professor Regina Rianelli from Brazil speaks about case study about cancer treatment. She's one of my dearest friends to Debbie and I. This show is dedicated to Debbie Burke, founder of HWC, in honor of her birthday, which was on November 7th. You could see her presence from the beautiful blouse I'm wearing, chain, the scarf, and her beautiful gift. Professor Regina Rianelli is an experienced homeopath with masters in science and university professor, doctoral student in management. She works as social homeopathy program organizer along with Dr. Leda Ohana MD to attend West Zone of Rio de Janeiro as pro bono activity by giving free homeopathic medication to every client. She uses new technology in medications and she's an author of 2 homeopathy related books. You can contact her at 552124541899 or rianelli.homeophagia@gmail.com. Let us welcome Regina, sweet and most kindest lady who has created waves of awareness in homeopathic world community. Welcome, Regina. And we have here Dr. Deepak Sharma, Executive Director of HWC, along with us.
Thank you, Kavita ji. And welcome, Regina.
Go ahead, Regina. So, yeah. So, Regina, we would like to know more about the cancer. Today's topic, the most important, just start how you say what is cancer and all the things which you wanted to say.
Yes, I have treated a number of cases through homeopathy and myself with several different homeopathy, first with immunotherapy, then plutonium nitricum 38 that Debbie Brooks suggested me, then Hopaluro junceus, that's from Cuba, also 30 CH, and also with bioenergy. So I meditate on the affected areas, and with visualizing health into the cells that are not currently well. So we have this case study for 11 years lung patient cancer, and this client has first 4 months projection of quality life. It's been now from 4 months, 5 years, and now 11 years. And what we feel, homeopathy is safe, and it assures with the right mindset that you have a future, you have hope, and you're attached to the dearest ones, the clients that I see, because I don't get money from homeopathy. This is what I study. And after I had the operation, I went in a coma and I went to the tunnel of light. And when I wake up, the doctor was saying I was irresponsible. And then it's like another birthday on. I counted, and I feel it changed me for a more mellow person. And for 9 years now, I work with the homeless in the free clinic. They come, take a shower, have a haircut, they shave, put the clean clothes, and then they go to our office. And I manipulate and make the formula of each client and give to them. I will have a few pictures in 4 slides to show you later.
So
Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, Regina, for the nice thing. To all the listeners, Regina, she herself is undergoing cancer. She's surviving, and she has beautiful heart which radiates around everyone, just like Debbie, with full of confidence, faith, trust. She gives love to so many people, makes everyone shine like sun, and she compares with lotus flower for the purity. So this call, we are giving, everyone is sending you prayers, we are giving you energy to heal fast, be happy, and you radiate this to everyone. So let us, Regina, you want to go with the slides?
Yes, please. Slide number 3.
Sorry for interruption, Amnan. Here we are having that in the chat. There are many listeners are not hearing the voice properly.
I'm sorry. I'll try to position my microphone better. Is
yes,
it okay now?
Yes, I can hear you, Regina. But I want to ask Amnan. Amnan, this question is for you. Many
Is
of
it
the
better now?
Yes, this is better from your side.
Yes, I put it right in front of my face.
Don't change your settings, Regina.
I'm wondering. I mean, I can hear it when I monitor from YouTube.
Actually, Dr. Achita and Dr. Kathy is not hearing the voice properly. So, Amnan, I want to ask what I suggested to her.
My apologies.
No, this is not your apology.
No, it's not. I'll bet you that it's something on the listener
Connection.
on the listener side, because the two of them. Click on channel 1. Those of you that cannot hear, you see under the video it has CH1 and YT. Click on that one and see if you can hear. Because as far as I see, everything is working.
Okay, so, that I will write. That I will write.
Yes, Deepak, please, okay. Because Amnon is able to hear. So just tell, is anyone hearing very good? So we will have both.
Sure. Thank you, Amnon.
somebody also has mentioned that they just started, so they want to clarify that as well.
So you will have slides, Regina. Amnon will keep the slides and you can walk through.
I would like to say that we have currently 2,930 clients that for the past 10 years are having their homeopathy for free.
Wow.
And it's all on the expense of my university professor income that I.
Regina, are you ready for us to put up the PowerPoint?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Slide number 3, please.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Next, please. Next. Yes. This is the study of homeopathic medicine. It took place in Brazil, Rio de Janeiro. Its main objective was to share our experience in cancer formulas used here in Rio, as well as the society's reach through social homeopathy. Because what I do with the homeopath is attend the people in the slums and the people that are living on the streets. They don't have a house, they don't have a shower, they eat every 3 days. So the help that we can give, we offer them through waves of awareness, these dots of hope of each and every client's needs. To achieve this goal, we based our study through Dr. Samuel Hahnemann, Roberto Costa from Petropolis, and Dr. Pathak from India. The research was under Dr. Leda Ohana's supervision, a 52-year-old homeopath clinical experience. And we based the study on materia medica, repertorium, prescription, and the model of similia similimus curentur. Next slide, please. Developing a social proposal to acquire a great knowledge in homeopathy practice with safe formulas that can help cancer patients. We share today our important findings in the Homeo Matrix mix all in one drop bottle, because these clients on the slums and on the streets, if we give more than one bottle for them, they get mixed up, and sometimes they take just one and they forget the other, or they take just one once and it's not to do that. So we found easier and with propitious findings that all the clients with one drop bottle, it's more effective. So we observe that homeopathy is a safe option within the pharmaceutical industry. We encourage the use of homeopathy in order to minimize pain and suffering, and simultaneously provide a solid contribution, continual improvement of the individual into a greater quality life. Our keywords are social health, cancer, and homeopathy. Next slide, please. These are the pictures I mentioned. They are all given for free. And the first top one, it's me and Marcelo, one of our clients. This client came to us with 70% of his body burned. People threw gasoline on him, and burned a match. And we did give an ointment and arnica, Montana. And in 15 days, all the blisters, because he's 6'8" tall. He's very tall. And then 6.1, I'm sorry. And he was just in that because he has an addiction to alcohol. And I suggested him not to take the same homeopathy matrix along with his drinking habits. So I said at least half an hour difference from brushing your teeth, from eating, and from drinking. Otherwise, the medication won't work. But in 15 days, he was so much better. And I was so proud because when we deal with this kind of clients, we have to close our hearts to their needs, to listen to them, because nobody stops to talk to people living on the streets. So they come with they are eager to speak and speak their minds and their hearts. And we have first to let them speak out. And while we make the map in back of our minds with the materia medica we studied and see what formula would be best for them. On the down below photograph, it's Dr. Neidas Neves. He is an homeopath. He's a clinical medical physician, and he's also a homeopath for 30 something years. And we did work together there in this free clinic. Next slide, please.
Regina, this is very interesting. And can I ask you, is it possible to move little back? That way we can see little. Is it okay? Yeah.
I was worried about the microphone.
Yeah, having trouble with eyes. Sorry, just is that okay? Little.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Can you hear me well?
Yes.
Still hear you what? Fine?
Yes, we can hear you just fine.
Thank you. These are the Pedro Richard. It's an institution for abandoned kids, and from age 3 through 6. And we attend them, and they have 175 children. So each time we go, we give them something to play around and not be worried sick of what the drops are going to be, and to get in a ludic movement to embrace them. And this is the teacher that brings the kids from the classes. Meanwhile, the other children stays in the classroom. She brings the children that are having, mostly they are with mold problems, respiratory tract problems, and anxiousness, because most of the parents are drug users or are in prison, one of them or both of them. So they come with a very raw reality. And Madeline was asking me, how can I keep the energy? It's because it's all love. Homeopathy is love. And through love, we make bonds of specifically the higher end of the social pyramid, that people that are seldom looked at. And we fill our desk gap. Now, currently, 2,930 clients. And we, at least for 5 years, we accompany each one of them very closely, every 15 days or every 30 days, the tops. Next slide, please.
That is wonderful, Regina. Would you like to take any question from Madeline or Deepak, or from the chat, please?
Can I just send one last photograph, please? One slide more. That's the last photo. May I first, because it has a link of what we just shown. It's slide number 8, right? Next, other than that. Yes, this is it. Here we go. The clients that we see now, this is what we give besides the homeopathy. We give them soap, antibacterial soap, toothbrush, and toothpaste. The other one, you see the hands of the collectors. They go through the garbage to get the cans and whatever they pick up for their income. Now I can take all questions.
Go
Shoot.
ahead,
Yeah, no, I'm good right now. Go ahead. I'll pass to you.
Deepak?
Yeah, I think we should continue with Regina. and we are not having any question right now.
They are
But
enjoying.
we will ask in the later phase.
Please.
Thank
Please
you.
continue.
So the last picture is the one you can see his hands. Next one. Yes. Look at his hands. I'm not seeing it and I'm on in my big screen.
You need to give it
Oh,
time.
thank
It's
you.
there. Yeah.
Yes, this you see his hands, and he came to our office. Down there is my ama, my ma'am. She helps make the formulas. When she doesn't come, I do it myself. But some of them come before taking a shower. They come, so you see his hands and the way he wears. Sometimes they have wet their pants. So in this type of love work, homeopathy does miracles because despite they're not currently on a job, they're not currently in a household, we show them, we think of them, and we appreciate their presence, and we ask what they need, a knapsack. So I go and get and give them. The other one needs socks. We give them. So, particularly plus the homeopathy, we are getting closer. And I even dream of the clients that I'm seeing on Sunday. And there comes the medication. Sometimes they do come, sometimes it was just a dream. But sometimes these parallel things, I guess it's kind of a preparation because we have psychiatric clients, and some of them are bringing very vivid in their talk and in their mind that they are chased by people with guns and stuff. So we have to dig them out of this, but revisit with our accompanying and say, it's all good. God is taking care of you as He's taking care of me, as He's taking care of everybody. So you just have to relax and keep on the medication. And we put anxiety and stuff like that. I have a client that has panic attacks, but he lives on the streets. So in the middle of the night, sometimes he says he screams, and people come back at him and they want to hit him. And I say, you have to sleep like a fish, one eye and the other eye very open, so nobody hurts you.
Regina, I have to ask you something. So,
Yes, please.
first of all, it's kind of a question and an observation and a comment, all wrapped up into one. So I feel like I'm in the presence of God in a human form. That's you. Number two,
Oh,
you
we are all.
well, you really are something. So you correct me if I'm wrong. I want to kind of summarize. You've had cancer for 11 years, right? You
Mhm.
yourself. And you are surrounding yourself, submerging yourself in love and caring for the homeless, the untouchables, people who
Yes.
most people don't even want to get near,
Not even look.
not even look at, like they are just the untouchables. In your separating yourself out from being yourself, do you feel that because of the way you're living your life and the kind of work you're doing and the fact that you are submerging yourself in the purest of love is keeping you alive?
Absolutely. And I treat them as my children, all of them. Sometimes they have the double of my age. And I teach them as my child. Hello, my child. How are you doing today? Some call me godmother, some call me professor, some call me whatever they want. And even if they call another name, I accept and pretend it's
okay.
okay.
So you see, you live, you be love. You don't just think love. You are being love, and there is a tremendous difference, and it's so obvious. And thank you very much for, I'm grateful to be here today to observe you.
It's very kind of you. Your words are much more than I am currently. I need to step up and be better.
Oh my
Each
God.
day better today than yesterday, and tomorrow better than today.
And you would say
I
that.
always have improvements to make, but when I go there and visit these little people and visit the homeless in the client, uh, we examine them with all the respect and love because they are also representative of God on planet Earth. So I have the most profound respect for their pain, for their losses, and I know it's tremendous. So at the end of the day, I have nothing. I have no pain. I have nothing to complain because I am in so close contact with these clients, and they need the basic stuff: a restroom, a toilet, a shower, clean clothes, and I have all this. So this is why I chose, after I have this near-death experience, to give it all for free because God's giving me a perfect body, a perfect life, a perfect access to studies. I have studied all the doctorate course, and I have gone through the pre-qualify, and they suggested 4 changes in the thesis, and I'll do the final presentation very soon. I study in Portugal. It's another country in Europe. I study in Lisbon. So
She's
besides all I was acquired to myself, I can be a better human being. I can be a um, listening to them more attentively. Besides, the materia medica goes in my mind like a train passing by while I'm paying attention, close heed to what they're talking. But I feel my presence there. It's like an instrument in God's hand. What He wants me to do. This one needs an knapsack. This one needs the formula. This one needs just to be heard. Sometimes I have clients that gets on and they are high still on their last drug abuse. I can't give you anything because they are not in their normal sense. So all I do, I listen to whatever they are saying, and I'm praying, looking at them, and I ask God to touch their souls and heal them. So that's all I can do.
Regina, you are homeopathy
Hmm.
in the smallest and the biggest sense of the description.
You're
and
too kind, Marilyn.
pretty
No.
good, Madeline. She has the eye problem where, because of the dengue fever and other things, it affected her eyes and she could not submit her thesis. But still, she had so much hope that she can do it. Now, right now, she has recovering from her eyesight and she made it for the show.
Well, you know
Oh,
what?
yes.
And this is a perfect health in show because you're talking about homeopathy, you're talking about caring for patients and health things and all, but what homeopathy is big. It's big. It's the love. It's how you use your insides and everything that you have, how you use life. And
I
this is the key,
chose,
this is it.
I'm sorry.
No, no, go ahead.
I chose to help the ones that can't give back. So they can't pay their formulas. They can't go to a store and buy their clothing or their medication. So I chose to offer them all their needs. It can be a year medication, whatever. The little children have a lot of recurrent stuff. So I chose this kind of patients because The other ones, they already have other homeopath and other medical doctors that help them
Well, you have a lot of
in
work
their.
to do, Regina.
Oh yes, I
I
do,
hope we can.
and I'm very
I'd like to
happy.
beam you up from to other places because you've got a lot of work to do.
Yes.
True, Madeline. And Deepak, would you like to have any question and or anything?
Anybody want to call in because this is an
Yes.
important. This is a moment in history. I think listening to this woman. Welcome anybody to call in and ask a question, share. But this is how you heal. This is how you stay well.
And how your vibe goes
How your
out.
vibe goes. Absolutely. And
Yes,
yeah.
Dr.
Amnon,
Deepak.
yeah, Deepak and Amnon, please go ahead, both of you.
Regina, you are just wonderful,
Thank you.
and we are just want to listen more about your studies and about what you did. You are doing a fantastic work towards the to spread the homeopathy. So we need to listen more and more from you. I think 1 hour
Debbie,
is very less for you. So
thank you.
please continue.
Okay. Debbie suggested me a formula. Let's go to the study case, please. Case study. This is what we give to the clients. Oh, this is what Debbie gave to me. I can't read it. Eminon, please help.
Let us seek within ourselves the best quality we have. Learn to pan for our best feelings. Dr. Bezira de
The Menezes. Yes, Dr. Bezerra de Menezes is one of our first homeopaths in this country, and he has made so many for the poor ones. One lady, she took her infant to his clinic downtown Rio, and he was very sick, and he prescribed, and she kept looking at the prescription with sad eyes, and he said to her, I have already prescribed the medication. Your child will be fine. She said, how can I buy it? I can't afford. And then he gave away his medical golden ring for his graduation to her. And she said, oh, no, doctor, I can't accept your ring. He said, what's on earth a ring can do if I cannot treat and cure my client? So you go ahead, sell the ring, and buy your child the medication. So this is kind of the examples that frames us to do our very best within our grasp. I have people that in our blog asks for medications, and they're talking from somebody else that does the cleaning like a super there where they work, and I send them from post office the old way. I send them the medications. I sent to Rio Grande do Sul. I have sent even to the United States. There's a lady. There are a lot of Brazilians in Miami and Florida. So when they ask, and it's within my reach, I send them through the post office too. So it's not someone that you know personally, but someone that emailed you, but it touches our heart, their pain, what they're suffering. And
Regina,
it's my chance. Yes, please.
Regina,
Mm-hmm.
nothing to do with homeopathy. I want you to reach to your camera as you
Mm.
sit like this and turn it because you are on the side. Turn it sideways, sideways. You are not centered. No, 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 no. Not spin it. Okay. No, you see, you're on the left. I want you to turn it because you are too much to your left, to your right. So
Better
okay,
now?
okay. Let's see. Sit back. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Let's go.
Thank you.
Regina, would you like to go with case studies, please?
Yes. We're talking about cancer. And next slide, please. The life expectancy. They say nearly 5 years. Some lung cancers 2 months, 4 months. And I'm here to prove 11 years. Next slide, please. Woohoo.
Yeah.
Yes, we have to take immediate action because the earlier we detect, the more likely you'll have remission and better quality life despite all the pains that come with it. Next, please. Stage 4 cancer, what it is, and the next slide, please. Aminon, does everybody can see the PowerPoint?
Oh yes,
Or
that's all they see.
okay.
They're not seeing you at this point. That what you see
Oh,
on the
thank
big
you.
screen, that's what they see.
Thank you. Stage 3, let's go. Another one, please. This is what I got from Dr. Osborne. The fatigue and the persistent cough, coughing blood. I have it every day. Hemoptysis, wheezing, shortness of breath. And this is, we are treating, but we cannot stop because it will be there with us. And I have some people that came to me and they say, I have a history in the family, but I don't have cancer. What can I do? I suggest them carcinosem 200C so they can kind of have an immunization. Next slide, please.
Regina,
Yes.
here is in request because we are having 20 minutes more. So we are just requesting you to start with the case studies. From that, we should learn about the homeopathy, what can do in cancer. So please,
Exactly. Next
yes.
slide, please. Aminon, please help me.
Okay.
Yes. The next slide. Next one.
Yeah.
Yes, this is it. Improving lung cancer. That's Dr. Lida Ohana with me, and we are at the clinic in Petropolis, another city in the mountains, like the Blue Mountains here. Next slide. The client comes with lung cancer and not complaining, and taking the blood with the score of blood carcinogenic score is 4.4. So it's pretty high. Next slide. Next slide. Client did operate in July 17th, 2008, and did a lobectomy, radical lobectomy to the right lung. And it was suggested to start immunotherapy then. Next slide, please. Here's what Debbie Brooks suggested us.
Plutonium nitricum? Yeah, go ahead.
Plutonium nitricum 30Ch from Beric. Next slide, please. This is Dr. Professor PhD Jesus Domesh More. He's from Cuba, and he's been graciously giving me the Hopalurus junceus 30Ch the past 5 years. So with every bottle, we make 30 babies of it, and we can offer 30 people this matrix from the venom of a royal blue scorpion. And I tried to take this suggested 3 times a day. And I had much more hemoptysis. Then I minimize for once a day, 10 drops, and that's it. But it's said that the pains diminish. Cancer pains are only treated with morphines. They are very acute, and you don't even know your name when it's happening. And it's so dreadful to go through it. And it says that this venom make encapsulate every cancer. I have had also a another problems, eyesight problems due to high blood pressure in the eye, and I lost the vision for 3 days. And when I recuperated, I have had floaters, and it's in the front of my rights, and I see everywhere I step, it's like wet. The optometrist said it's broken the vitreous part, and with time it will descend and it won't be blocking my sight. But that makes you very insecure to walk. Next slide, please. All, all cancer are the same. Well, it's like one dose for one person. It's very unique. You're treating maybe the same pathology, but the person sometimes are very angry and they are fighting. They don't want to see injustice. So we put causticum with them so they can be more at peace. Aminon, could you help me put this slide so I can read it? I'm not having the laptop here.
It's
Because the bottom line
I can't make it any bigger.
Can
But
you,
Can
somebody,
you, that's okay.
do you want me to read it?
Amnon can read it for you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, it
Oh.
closes the case.
Okay,
And
so is it today, 11 years later, client is still treating lung cancer with homeopathy and bioenergy, fulfilling her quest for homeostatic health tumors have decreased 18% in size, and the blood carcinogenic score now is 3.6, where it was 4.4 before.
4.4. Yes.
Yeah.
So it diminishes, and it's just homeopathy and bioenergy. So, of course, in every case, you need to go through the oncology to suggest what is best for you. And I have a close friend that has 8 cancers, and he's been having chemotherapy 3 times a week, Wednesday, Thursday, and Fridays every week. And his tumors decreased 50% in size with the formula of the Cuba Hopaluro Junceus 30CH and the chemotherapy he's taking. He is a 58 years old, full of energy, and he helps us with our powdered milk for children with cancer in Minas State, across the border of Rio. He takes it every 15 days there. The next study case, please. Improving prostatic cancer. That's Dr. Lida Hanna making sure I don't make mistakes. Next one, please. Yes, the client is Joe, is 53-year-old, and he complains of hyperplasia, and he has difficulty in urinating, and he has the rush to go mostly at night times very frequently. and it's very difficult for the client. So we suggested, next slide, please, this formula: Sabal serrolata 3x, ferro picricum 4x, Chimaphila umbellata 3x, all in one drop bottle, plus the cancer nosode. And he PSA on the next slide, please. It was 27 and it reduced to 11, the PSA. So, and all he did was just would take the formula and he improved his quality tremendously. And he already suggested other 58 clients so we could see with the same problem of his. He's a runner. He goes in marathons, 42 kilometers long, 6 hours running and swimming, triathlon. And he's very happy to the results that we accomplished with homeopathy. Back to what Debbie said, in waves of awareness, homeopathy is a safe tool. Next slide, please. Homeopathy in the right dose for a certain period of time, 2 months, 8 months, 2 years, may bring smiles and even cure a patient in remission. Next slide, please. There is evidence to suggest that natural substance and therapies that support the body's overall health can be useful in the fight against cancer. That's from Sayer G at Green Med Info. He's saying in this week's text that cancer is now the leading cause of death. Next, please. Mohandas Karashanganganji said, homeopathy cures a greater percentage of cases than any other method of treatment. Homeopathy is beyond doubt safer and more economical than the most complete medical science. So Gandhi was ahead of his time, and we expect in the near future the energy medicine will be combined with allopathy and all the other treatments to help people get homeostasis with a fair price equal to all. Next, please. Oh, this is where I would like to thank Dr. Kavita, Dr. Deepak, Rajinish, Dr. Haida, and Debbie, who blessed my life for with their knowledge and their kindness of their hearts all the time I have knocked on their door asking for guidance. It's like this. May I sing it?
Please go.
Yes.
Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya Hadahamana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya Hadahamana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya Radharamana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya Radharamana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya Govinda. Namaskar.
Beautiful.
Thank
That's
you.
Wonderful, wonderful.
very nice, Regina, with all the
Dedicated to all of you, and especially Debbie on her birthday. It's a gratitude chant for all the goodness, the seeds of wellness that you give and offer to everyone who is lucky to be near you, to contact you. And you, out of your knowledge, out of your good heart and intentions, you help promote a better quality life to the ones that are knocking at your door. It's very, very important to the ones that are in need to receive this kind of hug that homeopathy gives us. It says peace, love. You are there for a reason. And this is the way we would like to sum our presentation. Dr. Deepak, do you have a question?
Regina, you did
Mhm.
wonderful. And I think I should have a one question. What
Yes,
the
please.
remedy you using, especially for the pain in cancer patients?
I'm
Because
taking this
Hmm.
Hopalurus junceus plus morphine because the pains are very strong. And in a moment that they come, uh, they have no signs that they are coming, and you lose track of where you are. Your mind goes blur. It's like a brain fog, and even if you ask my name at the time of the pain, I can't even mention it because the mind doesn't work properly. It's focusing on the pain, especially on the lungs, because on the right lung I have stapled all the bottom of the lung. The other day I was doing an MRI and I didn't take the iodine for contrast because I'm allergic to. The epiglot shuts down the tongue and the eyes, the pupils, they get dilated. And the machine that was taking the images, like a magnet, attracted all the lung and the staples towards it. So it's like twisting inside my body. And I couldn't move because I wanted it to stop, but it was a great pain. And the results said that I had a twisted lung. How can I do that? It was due to the interference of the machine. Every PET scan, the hair falls all out. So this is what you have to live up. So you keep living, and your focus is not on the outside anymore, it's inside. I am the same person, but I'm a better person today than I was yesterday, than I was 100 years ago.
Yes,
So I know.
Regina. And
Oh, these are the.
sorry to interrupt you, Regina. We have 6 more minutes.
Oh,
and
okay, I'll start to cry
no,
now.
no. And we will bring you back again. And everyone wants to, even Marilyn Amnon wants to continue for a long time.
I want to live
But
with her. I want to
so
go live with her. I love her. I want to move in with
Thank
you
you.
and have you teach me.
wonderful. That's
Thank you,
true.
Madeline.
Yes, Madeline. And this is the turkey tail which Debbie used to take, and she advised me the mushrooms as a supplement for the cancer patients. So they are two different kinds of mushrooms. So they really help. And Madeline,
Yeah.
I see it, Debbie in Regina. That is what I see physical form. So, anyways, it was very nice and everyone enjoyed Regina. And you're all taking this from the Debbie's, the beautiful gifts, spread of love. It's a virtual thing I'm sending to all of you. The candy, everything from Debbie, each one of you, and stay healthy, happy. So Deepak and Marilyn and anyone wants to say a few things.
Please ask away.
Yes, Regina, I want to complete my question that you tell me about the pains, and because in the cancer patient, if we relieve to the pain is the big task, and for that we are using, and Debbie
Ho-
was also suggesting
Roupaluros,
about three remedies.
Roupaluros junceus.
Yes, three
Roupaluros
remedies are
junceus.
very there. The Aconitum ferox, number two is chamomilla, and number third is spigelia. That these three medicines are really doing wonders in the pain of cancer patients.
Chamomile.
Yes,
Yes,
number
that's good.
Aconitum ferox. Number two is chamomilla, and number three is spigelia. So these are the wonderful remedies we are using here in our practice in the pain of cancer patients.
And Tarantula cubensis also does really help high
Yes,
potency.
yes.
We have another. I think we have a slide coming up to promote an event. But before we do that, I just want to mention, if can you one of you give some contact information? Somebody give contact information in case somebody is in our audience
I
and
will
wants
repeat it.
further information. Who
It's
can
the
they contact?
last. It's the last slide, please.
Okay.
You can reach her at 552124541899 or rianelli.homeopathia@gmail. rianelli.homeopathia@gmail.com.
Perfect.
Oh, yes, there's just a couple of slides. Please, one before. Thank you. Homeopathy offers clients the opportunity to acquire for a fair price, more accessible, efficient remedies with quality warranty, easy access, and effectiveness. We have now Boiron and Nash here in Brazil, and we have a great demand of homeopathy. When I was a little baby, my mother used to take me to homeopathy doctors, and it was very
You know,
expensive, the consultations. But currently, cancer survivors has gone through all this panacea. I remember lung oncologist told me one medications for the hemoptysis, it was 5,020 capsules. I say, well, I rather use this 5,000 in my clients on that lives on the streets, because I won't take something so expensive. And I know homeopathy, for my case, helps me go on living and focus on the needy ones.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Regina.
Kavitha.
Amnon, how many
Kavitha, yeah.
times in a
Before Kavitha, one also give. Why don't you give your email in case somebody in our audience has some questions about anything, whether they want a copy of the PowerPoint or anything? Why don't you just go
Please.
ahead?
Deepak, can you type in the chat? I'm not seeing the chat.
And
Kavita K hwc@gmail.com.
and then you
Okay.
go to the next slide.
The last slide, please, Aminon.
hwc@gmail.com. Sorry, I'm not seeing anyone in the chat, and thank you all for tuning into this show. And how much? Just we have 1 minute, right?
The last one,
Don't
please.
don't worry about this, Kavitha.
Thank you.
I have the email on the last one. Another one. These are the references. The last one, please. Another one. Another one. There you go. These are our emails. rianelli.homeopathia@gmail. And the Lattice Curriculum Vitae, that's where we register ourselves in the government. So this is my address. And they have all the IRS, and they have all the things we do in the country, everything we pay. They are having focusing our information there, so it's very accurate, and we can show a little more of this extensive work, because being a third world country in a developing world, and internet cuts approaches people in a way that we create bonds of we rely on people, we love people, and we know that God is present in each one of us, and we talk heart to heart, and homeopathy does all the other stuff we need. But we cannot forget that love is what Debbie brought us in here. I every time ask her for guidance. I meditate and ask Debbie what we could do here. So we have guidance, we have angels. Our friends are angels, angels with knowledge, scientific knowledge that helps. And through the internet, this means we can connect and have empower each every group throughout the planet. And I know my friend Nikhil Kambli at Maharashtra is also with us, and he helped us in our masters in 2004, 2005. I'm working on the innovations on medical formulas since my master's in 2004, and I keep on doing the trust on medications for this doctoral laureate. I appreciate your time, your presence, your sweetness, and Madeline's putting me up.
Yes,
And
you deserve
No,
I
it.
you're
I must grow a lot too.
Regina. You're already up. All I am is
I,
observing.
yes, that is absolutely true. Thank you so much, Regina. It's wonderful. And Debbie's wish to visit India is coming up in January. Kathy Lemon will be representing her form in the form of Debbie. So we are having an international conference on homeoprophylaxis on January 11th and 12th, 2020 at New Delhi, India. For registration and sponsorship, please visit hpwwc2020.org. Do not miss this great opportunity. And on November 30th at noon Eastern, we have NASH President, North American Society of Homeopaths President, Tanya Kell will speak homeopathy for infectious diseases and epidemics and the need for professional associations. And on December 10th, 10 a.m. Eastern, we have Kate Birch on Health Show speaking about glyphosate toxicity, compounding disease pathways. And on December 21st, we have a HWC webinar with Dr. Praveen Kumar. He will speak about the treatment of HIV and AIDS with homeopathy. So stay tuned to HWC website, Facebook, Instagram to know more about upcoming events and become a part of Homeopathy World community. Thank you all.
Bye
Regina.
bye. Bye bye.
Kavitha,
Thank
Kavitha,
you.
Thank you.
Kavitha,
Yes,
is this still a valid flyer?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you,
so
Amna.
much.
Thank you, Amna.
I'm not for doing this until we have that podcast.
You're the best.
Thank you all.
Yes.
Thank you. Made everyone so
Well-
happy. Debbie also happy. All went good, and we'll do
And
more.
Regina, namaskaram.
Namaskaram, dear Deepak.
Om Shanti,
Thank you.
Shanti, Shanti.
Om Shanti, Dr.
Peace,
Kavita.
peace, and happiness. Thank you.
Thank
Congratulations
you so much.
on the job you're doing for Debbie's legacy. It means the world, these waves of awareness that you do, building brick by brick, week by week. I know it's a lot of work, but as soon as I feel better, I will offer my pro bono to help you guys because homeopathy is the future medicine and it's a soother and safe way to treat our clients, and they really benefit from it. My thanks to Amnon, his son, who is always a gentleman and a professional and a great friend that help us.
All right. Okay.
Being
Okay.
there.
Enough. I won't be able to walk outside the door.
Now he's okay. So he's levitating.
Love you
much
guys.
sweetness we had today, right, Madeline? I'm not.
Yeah.
We had so much sweet in our life today.
Thank you all so
Yes.
much.
Thank you all.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye bye.
You are tuned to the Nissan Communications Network. If you tuned in too late, you can always watch each program in its entirety or download an MP3 audio file of it in the archives section at nissancommunications.com. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Twitter, and like us on Facebook. Sponsored by Telestream's Wirecast software, StreamingGear.com, Carolina Apparel, and DeltaForce.net.